Hello. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am Lulling Lisa, hoping to lull you into a state of relaxation, sleep, or just entertainment through ASMR. Hi everyone. Okay, let's get right into this because I have done some riddles videos lately that I think you are enjoying, and so I wanted to really challenge you and myself because I haven't really looked at the answers. I've just roughly copied them and pasted them into a notes file, and I found these online on mentalfloss.com. And this is apparently history's hardest riddles, and there are 11 of them. And so I'm going to be giving you the context of the riddle itself, and then I'm going to be giving you the answer. I'll hopefully give you time to answer. Maybe I should give you like a 10-second window rather than 5 if they're so hard. But yeah, I was really inspired to challenge you and myself to some very hard riddles, and I was thinking, are these the hardest riddles we can find? We will see, and I would like your input in the end. So, without talking your ear off until I then continue talking your ear off, but here are history's hardest riddles. Let's start with riddle number 1, which is titled A Hobbit Head Scratcher. Anyone who's gotten lost in Middle-earth knows that J.R.R. Tolkien loved a logic puzzle. The riddle competition between Bilbo Baggins and Gollum in The Hobbit serves up several mind-bending morsels, the trickiest of which might be, here's the riddle, ready? Voiceless it cries, wingless flutters, toothless bites, mouthless mutters. What could that mean? The answer to that riddle number 1 is, as I scroll down, the wind. Did you guess that? Or if you are a real Lord of the Ring Hobbit head, did you know that one? Time for riddle number 2, titled The Mad Hatter's Dirty Trick. One of the most famous literary riddles in literature is also the most frustrating because it came without an answer. In Alice's Adventure in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter poses this puzzle to Alice. Why is a raven like a writing desk? That almost always made me frustrated when I was younger, and I've since Googled the answer, and I've since forgotten, so let's find out. This is a long explanation, so ready? Why is a raven like a writing desk? The answer is the Hatter doesn't have the answer, and as it turns out, Carol didn't either. But readers' desire for closure was so intense that the author was forced to dream up an First, think of a person who lives in disguise, who deals in secrets and tells naught but lies. Next, tell me what's the last to mend, the middle of middle, and the end of end. Finally, give me the sound often heard during the search for a hard-to-find word. Now string them together and answer me this. Which creature are you willing to kiss? Let's find out the answer. Are you ready? The answer to riddle number 4 is a spider. A spider. Did you know that based off of the riddle or based off of your love for Harry Potter? Okay, the next riddle, and if you do hear some background noise at this point, I do apologize. It sounds like there's a whole lot of weed whacking going on. I just don't know when this will end, so I'm afraid to wait because I'm right in the middle of it and I'm so curious now. Anywho, riddle number 5. This is called Guarded Truths. The riddle was coined by mathematician Raymond Smullyan and goes by many names. A fork in the road, heaven and hell, and the 2 doors among them. It is probably the most well-known for having a role in 1986. It is probably the most known for having a role in the 1986 movie Labyrinth. Here is the basic idea. Ready for the riddle? You're met with a choice between 2 identical doors with an identical guard at each. One door leads to heaven and one door leads to hell. You can ask one guard one question and then make your choice on which door to pass through. One of the guards always tells the truth and one of them always lies. So what question do you ask? Interesting. Let's see the answer for number 5, Guarded Truths. I feel like I've heard this before. So, in Labyrinth, the protagonist, Sarah, played by Jennifer Connelly, gets it right. She asks the one on the left, would he, referencing the guard on the right, tell me that this door leads to the castle? The lefty tells Sarah yes, and from there she's able to conclude that he's the one guarding the door to certain death. Would he tell me that this door leads to the castle? Yes. This can get tricky to work through, but luckily the internet has an unending supply of resources if you want to dive deep into the puzzle's logic. Interesting. Can someone explain it to me a little bit better, because I do understand it, but I want to know the logic exactly for why that particular guard was either to be trusted or not. You know, it's quite a puzzling riddle, I have to say. It's very, what's the word? In depth. Not really, it's very riddly. I like this kind of a riddle, so that's interesting. Okay, next. Number 6, riddle number 6. It's called a bully riddle. Bully. This riddle was rumored to be Teddy Roosevelt's favorite. Here is the riddle. I talk, but I do not speak my mind. I hear words, but I do not listen to thoughts. When I wake, all I see is me. When I sleep, all I hear, me. Many heads are on my shoulders, many hands are at my feet. The strongest steel cannot break my visage, but the softest whisper can destroy me. The quietest whimper can be heard. Essentially, what am I? Ready? In a little bit of a funny order, the answer to that riddle is an actor. An actor. I This is James Joyce Goes Deep. In Ulysses, Stephen Daedalus poses a riddle to his pupils, a word to the wise. Don't spend too much time trying to work this one out, so they're actually telling us not to spend too much time. Okay, so here's the riddle. The cock crew, the sky was blue, the bells in heaven were striking 11. 'Tis time for this poor soldo to go to heaven. The answer is the fox burying his grandmother under a holly bush. So then it says, there's actually more information, I believe, because it's so obscure. It says, get it, Daedalus, or Daedalus. Hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. Students don't, and many scholars believe that's sort of the point. The exaggerated difficulty is meant to be a kind of riddle about riddles. However, not all of James Joyce's riddles in Ulysses are impossible. Protagonist Leopold Bloom jokes, good puzzle would be cross Dublin without passing a pub. This equally baffling head-scratcher was solved by a software developer in 2011. The programmer managed to map all of Dublin's pubs and use an algorithm to chart a course that never comes within 115 feet of one. That was a lot of background information for this particular riddle. Did you enjoy it, or was it just completely obscure? Next, riddle number 8. This is called the one that started it all. There is a debate over who wrote the first riddle, but the ancient civilization of Sumer, or is it Sumer? I believe it's Sumer, S-U-M-E-R, for Sumerians, is certainly responsible for one of them. Sumerians' contribution to the legacy of logical problems. And here's the riddle. There is a house. One enters it blind and comes out seeing. What is it? I can't even think of the answer, so let's find out. The answer is a school. So good. That's actually a good riddle. So there is a house, one enters it blind and comes out seeing. What is it? A school. Very good. I like that. Knowledge is power. Next, riddle number 9. This is titled Think Hard. Another oldie but goodie originated in 18th century England. 18th century England. Though you might know it from Die Hard with a Vengeance. Here's the riddle. As I was going to St. Ives upon the road, I met 7 wives. Every wife had 7 sacks. Every sack had 7 cats. Every cat had 7 kits. Kits, cats, sacks, and wives. How many were going to St. Ives? I love that because it's a riddle and a poem, essentially. Ready? The answer is 1. I suppose you could have paused to think about this, but I would not have come to the conclusion 1. And here's some more information about that. It says, as John McLean learns, this is a classic trick question. If the narrator meets the group on the way to St. Ives, then they must be going in the opposite direction, and the math calculations are simply a bit of trickery meant to misdirect. Interesting. Love a good trick question. Let's see where we are now. Okay, we only have 2 left. I'm kind of sad. But these are all so good so far, I think. Okay. Number 10, Plato's ancient head scratcher. In the Republic, here is the riddle. There is a story that a man and not a man saw and did not see, a bird and not a bird, perched on a branch and not a branch, and hit him and did not hit him, with a rock and not a rock. What the heck are they asking here? I love this. Okay. The answer is an enung. An enung. I hope I'm pronouncing this right because I never get this. Enung. E-U-N-U-C-H. An enung who did not. An enunch. Oh, I wish I knew the pronunciation. An enung who did not see well saw a bat perched on a reed and threw a pumice stone at him which missed. According to Plato, you can be forgiven for not coming up with that off the top of your head. In Greek, the verb for to hit can also indicate throwing something with the intention of hitting it. This was a tricky one. Very, very obscure to me. And finally, we are leaving off with basically number 11, and I think this is super, super long, so be prepared, but riddle number 11 is Einstein's fishy puzzle. The so-called Einstein's riddle asks a simple question: who owns the fish? It may not have been written by Einstein. Sometimes it's attributed to Lewis Carroll. Lewis Carroll was born on my birthday, I believe, and it's highly likely that neither of them wrote it at all. Occasionally, some versions feature other animals like zebras instead of fish. But regardless of its origins, this riddle is a tough one. Here is the setup. Ready? It's quite long. There are 5 houses in 5 different colors. In each house lives a person with a different nationality. These 5 owners drink a certain type of beverage, smoke a certain brand of cigar, and keep a certain pet. No owners have the same pet, smoke the same brand of cigar, or drink the same beverage. The question is, who owns the fish? These are your hints. The Brit lives in the red house. The Swede keeps dogs as pets. The Dane drinks tea. The greenhouse is on the left of the White House. The greenhouse's owner drinks coffee. The person who smokes Pall Mall rears birds. The owner of the yellow house smokes Dunhill. The man living in the center house drinks milk. The Norwegian lives in the first house. The man who smokes blends lives next to the one who keeps cats. The man who keeps horses lives next to the man who smokes Dunhill. The owner who smokes Blue Master drinks beer. The German smokes Prince. The Norwegian lives next to the Blue House. The man who smokes Blend has a neighbor who drinks water. I'm not repeating that, so if you'd like to go back, you can probably rewind a minute. I don't know, so let's just count down. Ready? The answer is the German. Here's an explanation. A version of this article originally ran in 2017. It has been updated for 2022. They actually give an explanation for why it would be the German, which I suppose you can make a whole graph and find this information out yourself. But let me see how long the explanation is and I'll decide if I should read it to you or not. Oh no, it's a forbidden link. What the heck? I'll never know. When I click the website, it is forbidden. We will never know why it was the German. If anyone would like to explain, if you genuinely came to the conclusion yourself or perhaps are familiar with this riddle, Einstein's riddle, or even Lewis Carroll's riddle, let me know. But in your opinion, were these the hardest riddles or trick questions in the world? These were apparently 11 hardest riddles slash trick questions ever, so I honestly don't know. I think I would say yeah, because as far as we've done, I've even asked for the hardest riddles, and these seemed a lot trickier and more difficult. And I really liked the style of them. Some felt old and historic, and some were just straight up tricky, so I quite enjoyed this, although I don't think any particular riddle was easy for me to guess. Perhaps there was one or two that were, if I would have given it some thought, I could have guessed. But honestly, they were quite difficult, so I would say that they were hard. I